Good morning students, how's you all? I hope you all are fine, and in this video I am going to tell you about the accounting equations. Accounting equations are a very important topic in financial accounting, and before going through in detail about the accounting equations, we should know about the balance sheet. So what is balance sheet? Balance sheet is basically prepared by a business enterprise to know about the exact financial position of the business. What is the position of assets and liabilities on a particular point of time. So balance sheet is prepared in a form of statement which contains all the assets and liabilities of a business enterprise on a particular point of time, right? So if we talk about some details about the balance sheet which is prepared in the T form, in that the assets are recorded on the right hand side and capital and liabilities are recorded on the left hand side. Generally, that at any point of time the assets of a business are equal to the liabilities and capital of the business. That means we can say here that both the sides of the balance sheet are equal, right? So we will explain all this through the accounting equation. Basically the accounting equation is here which tells about this, that the assets of a business are always equal to the liabilities and capital of the business at any point of time. When a transaction takes place, then there is a change either of the assets, liabilities or capital of the firm. But even after this change also, assets of the firm again will be equal to the total of capital and liabilities. But how come it possible? We should know about this, that when a business transaction will take place, then there will be some change, and after this change there will be no change in the total of both the sides. That means even then the assets will be equal to the liabilities plus capital. We can go through this in detail by a question. I will take a question related to this. Before that, I am going to explain you about these three equations. Like in first, as I am telling you about the accounting equation, that assets are always equal to liabilities plus capital. We can say it, capital is the owner's equity and liabilities are the outsiders funds, right? So if we buy the assets of the business, for that we have the two options. We can use the owner's equity, that is capital, or we can obtain the funds from outside, that are the other liabilities, right? So that means the assets which will be acquired, that is acquired through the funds of the business or outsiders, right? So that's why we say that the assets should be equal to the liabilities and capital. And if we change somewhat this equation, that means liabilities will be equal to assets minus capital and capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Here if we say that assets are 1 lakh, then if liabilities are 40,000, then capital will be 60,000, and if liabilities are 40,000, then assets is equal to 1 lakh minus 60,000. And if in this example again, if we say that the capital is 60,000, then assets is here like 1 lakh minus liability 40,000. That means all the three equations here satisfied because of only this basic equation, that at any point of time the assets is equal to the total of liabilities plus capital. Now we will see it in detail through an example. Here a question is given here that we have to prove that accounting equation is satisfied in all the following transactions. That means we have to prove here that after taking place all the transaction, there will be the same total on both the sides. That means assets will be equal to the total of liabilities plus capital, right? So started business with cash, rent paid, purchase goods for cash and credit, goods sold for cash, paid salary in cash and salary outstanding, motorcycle bought for personal use, right? These are the some transactions which are taking place in the Sameer Goel business, right? Now how we will prove it through the accounting equation? We can see it here. These transaction I have shown it here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. As first transaction there will be a equation, then there will be new equations. So how these equations are satisfying the accounting equation, we will see it here, right? So our first transaction is started business with cash rupees 1 lakh, when cash is introduced by in the form of capital, right? So here will be increase in the capital 1 lakh and also similar increase in the cash 1 lakh, right? Then we will see here the accounting equation will be 1 lakh asset and 1 lakh is the total of liabilities plus capital. Then in next, paid rent in advance rupees 3000. When the rent is paid in advance, then this is the prepaid expenses, then cash is reduced by the 3000 here and the prepaid expenses are paid 3000, right? So on the asset side these both transactions are taken place and ultimately the assets are not increased here. 3000 cash reduced and prepaid expenses increased, so ultimately no effect on the assets, and here the no effect on the liability side. So our new equation will be in this. If we say in total from cash there is a reduction of 3000, 97,000, and here 3000 is prepaid expenses, so ultimately the assets total is 1 lakh and here the same is capital is 1 lakh. So here also the accounting equation is satisfying. After that the next transaction is purchase goods for cash rupees 50,000 and credit rupees 20,000. That means goods is here purchased, goods are purchased of 50 plus 20 70,000. So stock here will be shown as 70,000. Then we will see that in liability sides there will be the increase in creditors 20,000 because on credit the goods are purchased here, and on cash basis the goods are purchased of 50,000. So here we can see that counting equation will change also here, like the new equation will be this. From cash there will be the reduction of 50,000 because for purchasing the goods 50,000 were paid, 70,000 increase in stock and 20,000 creditors are increasing. 3,000 we take it as it is because there is no increase in prepaid expenses. The ultimately if we see here the new equation, 47,000 plus 70,000 plus 3,000 is equal to 20,000 plus 1 lakh, that is 1,20,000, 1,20,000, both sides are equal. So here also our accounting equation is satisfying. After that the new transaction we can see here. In this, sold goods for cash rupees 80,000, costing rupees 40,000. That means the cost of goods are 40,000. That means stock here will be reduced by the amount 40,000, and for that we are getting cash 80,000. That means cash is increasing by 80,000 and this 40,000 that is the profit. That means ki if 40,000 cost of goods is sold at 80,000, that means there will be the 40,000 profit, and this profit will be as the increment in capital. So we will include it in the capital, that is 40,000 is adding here, right? So after that this here will be the new equation. Here increase in 1,40,000, similar 20,000, then 3,000. Here the reduction in stock it remains 30,000, and here is the increase in cash 1,27,000. So in this also we see that the total of assets and the liabilities here is 1,60,000, 1,60,000. That is again our accounting equation is satisfying here. After that we will see the next transaction, that is paid salary in cash rupees 4,500 and salary outstanding rupees 1,000, right? So in cash here we are seeing that the 4,500 rupees are paid. So from cash here is the reduction of 4,500, and here is the outstanding salary expenses 1,000 is shown here, and total reduction in capital, that is expenses of salary which will reduce the capital, in the form of reduction in profits, that is 5500, right? After that we will see here the effect on accounting equation, that our accounting equation is also satisfying here, because cash plus stock plus prepaid expenses is now also equal to the creditors plus outstanding expenses plus capital. That means on both sides there is the equal total, that is assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Then in next transaction, that is our last transaction, bought motorcycle for personal use, rupees 30,000. If anything is bought for personal use, then this is the drawing, and drawings are deducted from the capital here, right? And because it is purchased, so here is the reduction in cash also, that is the 30,000, the reduction of cash from business, right? So after that, if we see what will the effect on final equation, there will be the 92,500 cash, stock amount 30,000, prepaid expenses also 30,000, liabilities, in liabilities creditors 20,000, outstanding expenses 1,000, and capital is 1,04,500. So ultimately if we see here that the equation is also satisfying here, because the total of both the sides is also equal here, that is 1,25,500. So here we say that on both the sides total is equal, asset side equal to liabilities plus capital. So this is our final equation, and by this we can see that after every transaction our accounting equation is satisfying. That means total of assets is always equal to the liabilities plus capital. So we can say at any point of time after taking place any transaction, the total of assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. I hope this topic is very much clear to you by this question, and if you have any query, you can clear your doubts by asking in the comment section. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Take care yourself. Thank you all.